Ever wondered how the water bottle you're holding was made? I mean, it's pretty wild to think that it starts out as just this formless blob of something, and then bam, it's a perfectly shaped bottle. Today, we're diving into that fascinating process of water bottle manufacturing. We're going to see the engineering and the science behind how these everyday objects come to be. Let's get started. Our journey begins with what might seem like an unlikely starting point: crude oil. Yup, that black gooey stuff you see coming out of the ground is actually the foundation for a whole bunch of everyday products, including our trusty water bottles. The oil is extracted and then transported to refineries, and that's where the real magic happens. It undergoes a complex refining process to separate out the different components, kind of like how you sift flour to get rid of clumps. One of those components is called polyethylene terephthalate, or PET for short. And that, my friends, is the plastic that most single-use water bottles are made from. It's lightweight, it's durable, and it's recyclable, which is important. Now that we've got our PET, it's time to turn it into something we can actually work with. The refined PET is melted down and then squeezed through tiny little holes, kind of like a pasta maker. This creates what looks like a whole bunch of tiny clear beads, which are called plastic pellets. Think of them as the Lego blocks of the water bottle world. These pellets are then shipped off to factories all over the globe, ready to be transformed into our finished product. Chapter 3: From pellet to perfection, the molding process. This is where things get really cool. Remember those plastic pellets we talked about? Well, those little guys are about to get a serious makeover. They're fed into a giant machine called an injection blow molding machine. It sounds really complicated, but it's actually pretty straightforward. The pellets are heated up until they're molten hot and gooey, almost like melted cheese. Then they're injected into a mold that's shaped like, you guessed it, a water bottle. The mold is clamped shut and air is blown into the molten plastic, kind of like inflating a balloon. This forces the plastic to take on the exact shape of the mold. And just like that, boom, you've got yourself a water bottle. Chapter 4: Quality is key, ensuring a safe and durable product. Now, before we start shipping these bottles off to stores, we've got to make sure they're top-notch. I mean, you don't want a leaky water bottle, right? That's where quality control comes in. Every single bottle is inspected to make sure it's free of defects. They're checked for their strength, their clarity, and their ability to hold their shape. Any bottles that don't meet the high standards are pulled from the line and recycled. And basically, Chapter 5, From Factory to You, the final steps. Alright, we're in the home stretch. The bottles that passed inspection are now ready for their grand finale packaging and distribution. They're whisked away on conveyor belts to be filled with, you guessed it, water. Then they're capped, labeled, and grouped together in those big plastic wrapped packs you see at the store. Finally, they're loaded onto trucks and shipped off to warehouses and distribution centers, where they'll eventually make their way to your local grocery store or vending machine. Outro: stay hydrated, stay curious, and there you have it, the incredible journey of how water bottles are made, from those humble beginnings as crude oil to the perfectly shaped bottles we use every day. It's a testament to human ingenuity and engineering. It's easy to take these everyday objects for granted, but knowing what goes into making them gives you a whole new appreciation for the things we often overlook. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more fascinating insights. We've got a ton of other cool stuff in the works, like how potato chips are made, the science of slime, and even how to build your own robot. See you next time.